Okay, so I'm reminding myself of what's going on. I've got archaeologists. I've got 4 slots to fill, and another museum will be built there. Whether it is in Cusco or not is entirely up to the AI. And I've got 4 archaeologists existing. So I need 4 thingies, 4 artifacts, and I've got 4 archaeologists. So let's try and get this one down towards... I think I selected that one. Is there anything in unoccupied territory? Alternatively, do I have open borders with them? No, because I don't even have an embassy. Yeah, you say that, but if I offer you some silk and some sugar and some horses and some oil and some coal... Yeah, okay. I was thinking I might steal it. I mean, he would be annoyed, but militarily, he's no threat. That's right, I also gifted a unit to Quebec City to help it reduce the Zulu military, just in case they decide to go for a conquest victory. Ooh, he's got the Great Pyramid and Stonehenge. No, that's not the Great Pyramid. Right, so I'm looking for ruins which are in neutral territory. Or my territory, but not exploitable. Do I have open borders with them? Nope. Yeah, I've annoyed them far too much. I would have to declare war just to get that, and I can't be bothered. Right, okay, in that case, since there's nothing more to be found in neutral territory, let me just verify that. Yeah, nothing in neutral. Ooh, there's one. All right, you, sir, can go there, please. Ooh, and there's another. Both in neutral territory, and I can deprive my competitors of them. And I'm going to create an artifact, please. Let's see if that can give me any advantage. That's classical era. That's classical era. Seoul, I think, has modifiers for bonuses, so yeah, give us a +2 culture there, please. That's art. Everything else has got its bonus that I can get. Okay. It means I can go and steal from the Zulus now? Do I want to? I'm on quite good terms with the Zulus. Or am I? I can't remember. Okay, Harold has got aircraft. The unit I gifted should show up in about 3 turns. That's right, it's the Aztecs who don't like me. So I prefer not to annoy the Zulus, because I might be able to sway them to go to war against the Aztecs again if they decide to go for domination. But I think I'm fairly set on science at this point. Okay, I think it's actually time to start popping. Now, where were you off to? Were you off to one of these squares? You can do your dig. You can fortify to protect them. So you're doing a dig. You're off to somewhere. Probably one of these that I found over here. So let's get him to the coast so he's less likely to be blocked. Castle gives me happiness. Hermitage. Plus 50% culture. Is that everywhere or just in that city? I think I'll build it in my capital just to be on the safe side. It says at the bottom, 50% culture in this city, 3 slots for great works of art. Right, that needs to be built in the capital, so I'll take a castle there just for some happiness. Oh, and I can start building spaceship parts, can't I? Right, so I want the museum and 2 archaeologists to fill it. I'm not really bothered about. Yeah. Is that in my interests? That's following Islam. Cusco is Catholic, the founding city for Catholicism. That will turn into Islam. That will always be Shinto. So I might have 3 out of my 6 cities following Islam. That's not a majority. So I don't want that to pass. I think it's time to start popping scientists. By popping scientists, I mean using them to discover tech. That will give me 10,000 tech points. And as you can see, I'm currently earning about 1,461 per turn. Well, exactly 1,461 per turn. Now, the reason you wait as long as possible to start popping these is because the tech points they give you, the research points they give you, are calculated based on how much research your Civ has generated in a certain number of turns beforehand. So you want to make sure that you're fully working all your science buildings everywhere before you pop them. I mean, I could put a research lab here and wait, but I think I've got enough to actually discover pretty much all the rest of the techs. So what I'm going to, nanotechnology is the next one I want. So let's pop a couple more. And it's gone down to 1. I think it goes down. Oh, I was going to gift that, wasn't I? I hadn't gifted it yet. I could gift Quebec. Can you gift fighters? It looks as if Quebec City is going to fall to the Danish. Yeah, they're bringing in the artillery. It is going to fall. I mean, they're doing okay at the moment, but spaceship factory, hurrah. It looks okay at the moment, but once these artillery units start pounding, they got 3 artillery units, which should be more than enough to bring down that city. Do I want to waste a bazooka gifting it? How many turns would it take to travel there? 4. So it is quicker to just... I am going to gift the unit. Because... oh, it's got 3 upgrades, though. All for rough terrain, which is unsuitable for that. It would be better to build one and gift that, but... it might be too late by then. I don't want to give away that 3 upgraded unit. On the other hand, the damage that can be inflicted on Denmark might cripple their army. Gatling guns got a strength of 30. It's not great against Great War infantry. Cavalry it'd probably be quite good against. If I upgrade it, it'll take 2 turns to upgrade and then another 3 to get there. So I might as well just build the bazooka. I'm not gifting an atomic bomb. No, no. The infantry could go. I can always build a new one of them. And it might take out an artillery or 2. So the problem is that the AI is absolutely appalling at combat. If any of these aren't upgraded at all, yeah, I'll give it the rocket launcher as well, because that's not got any experience. Oh, I'll have to wait until it arrives. The other one. But I can replace that one with one that will get experience. Oh dear. Oh no, Quebec's gonna be overrun. Yeah, there goes the artillery. Goodbye, Quebec. Next turn. I've got a spy there as well. So they're going to flee. Cape Town. Yeah, let's move one to Cape Town. And whoever's in Quebec City, that's going to be moot. I need another 15, so Malacca sounds good. Right, spaceship factory. Takes 6 turns, that's fine. Because we need to start building these spaceship parts. We've got the museum coming up in there. Here we want the Hermitage. And I'm just going to buy a spaceship factory here, which takes that down from 16 to 11 turns. Good. Fortify that bazooka. I need some ground troops, infantry, because I've just given that one away. Choose archaeology, Byzantine artifact, please. Ancient era. And I should have archaeologists charging towards these two. And I'm going to lose visibility on all those squares as Quebec falls out of being an ally. Now this means that Harold might be getting a bit aggressive. I wonder where that one's going to. Cusco's building a research lab. Just most money. I prefer truffles. Nope. Oh, and I've been forgetting to pop my scientists. I'm about to invent nanotech, which allows me to build the stasis chamber. A great writer. Well, let's get to popping these. Nanotech. Tsar. And the only other one we need for spaceship parts... Oh, we need advanced ballistics. So let's pop for that. Looks like we've got a slot that can fill. Otherwise it wouldn't be enabled. We do indeed. So off it pops.
The most precious thing.
Now, did we build the Hermitage, or is it on the list next? It's on the list next, and that's got space for works of art. I've got one artist there. So I want to focus on artists. Which reduces my culture temporarily overall, but might be worth it for the boost. I don't know what the maths are. This is much easier if you've got massive cultural output. If you're playing like Brazil or France, a really cultured focused society, then getting these great works of art is just a lot easier. Okay, we've got advanced ballistics. We're working on the Hermitage. We probably don't need it. It's just fun to get it. Any more scientists to pop? There's one. And we've got enough faith to convert that city and buy a pagoda. Lovely. Islam can have it back now. I don't care. We can promote that. We can promote that. Running low on military units leaves me vulnerable to somebody starting a war, which would be inconvenient more than anything else at this stage in the game. But as you can see, popping those great scientists has taken us almost all the way to what we need for the engines. But we still haven't started building the spaceship yet, so we should. Let's make that good on open territory, why not? And move it down to there just to have a unit in there. I would prefer your ivory, buddy. Thank you. Telecommunications, excellent. For culture, CN Tower is massive. Massively increases your culture. Oh, that one. Free broadcast tower in all cities, which gives you plus 33 everywhere. National Visitor Centre also increases your culture, but you need a hotel everywhere. And because I'm not pursuing culture, I'm not pursuing a cultural victory, I don't care about people stealing tech. They can. Because I don't care about anything to do with culture, I'm going to stop building cultural stuff and start focusing on spaceship parts just to get that victory. I would have wasted too much time already if I was on deity. But deity victories come a lot quicker than this. Okay, so clearly you were expecting to find a ruin. There was one there that I picked up earlier. Oh, that's right. You were land-based. I sent you to pick up that one, which we can't reach yet. There was another one up here. I'm sure there was, which means the AI has gone and nabbed that. Nothing in city-states. Okay. So we're done with this continent in terms of ruins. I'm going to leave this fortified here in case I decide to take Constantinople. And that reminds me, are there any other... No, there are no other formerly Carthaginian cities. It's that little icon there that tells you. Byzantium, not Carthage. It's always fun to resurrect a civilization. They get very friendly with you. But it looks as if either they were taken out very early game or they just sacked everywhere. That's a city-state which could be liberated. There's another one there that I saw. Choose production. Okay. 15% production is worth having. And see, these late game wonders really ramp up your culture and thus your tourism. If you've got the right policies. But we are going to start building spaceship stuff. Everywhere. And this is where we're gonna cruise into the final straight now, basically. You're not getting aluminium. I don't need research agreements now. The only other tech I need is particle physics. That's coming, and I won't be able to build that for a while because I've got to build all the other spaceship parts first. Wonder if I can buy great artists with faith, or do I need a policy or a religious thing for that? Engineers and prophets, yes, I can. But not artists. Okay. Okay, so it's slower to build out here, 17 turns rather than 11 in the capital, but we've got a lot to build, so I'll put a booster in there and just get it done. And over here I shall have a cockpit. Okay, it looks like I couldn't move on to there because there must have been another archaeologist on it who has gone and nicked my lovely ruin from right underneath. Oh well, that's why I always go for the furthest ones first. I didn't get it, but I got all the others that I was aiming for. So that's closest to the west coast, so let's bring it back to here. Actually, no, to here. Because 1, 2, 3. Oh, I can't work that. And how many more do we need? 1, 2, 3. We still need 3. How many archaeologists have I got? I've only got 2 archaeologists out there, so I need to build another archaeologist. No, I don't want a research agreement with you. It's going to nag me every turn now. Yay! 2 free great scientists. Now, where are you off to, mate? I think he's still travelling. Okay, do I pop out a couple of archaeologists? Yes, I do, and a couple more. Worker, you can fortify. It's the archaeologist that needs to come out. So, my first priority is getting relics. To fill those museums. That square is not workable, so I shall put that there. Worker fortify. Pop the scientist. And now I'm just going to select future tech. Don't care which order I get those in. Ooh, there's some ruins there. I didn't spot that before. Couldn't see it because it's under a farm. And that is workable. I might turn it into a culture spot. I don't like how few city-states I've got and how many Songhai's got. He could be going for a diplomatic victory. I'll see how many votes he's got at the next Congress, and if he's got too many, he's just getting wiped out. Using my military to prevent him sneaking a diplomatic victory. Still building the research lab. Okay, so I am going to tell this archaeologist to go and do a dig there. I don't need any more relics, but I can turn it into a culture site. It's just going to generate culture. He's got 22 votes. So I'm going to vote for myself, obviously. But that is dangerous. He can't be allowed to go on any further than that. So we're going to need to gear up for war as well. Right, I need an artifact. Preferably one. Architects coming out of here can deal with these artifacts. So I'm going to use that one to gain some influence with that city-state by giving them some nice culture boost. Maybe there was one down here and somebody else has nabbed it. Right, so preparing for war. Denmark is quite aggressive. Let's see if they can be persuaded to declare war against Songhai. You sure? That's a shame. So I'm going to denounce Songhai. Songhai. Yeah, Askia. In preparation for going to war. So I am going to bring my war stuff up to the front. He's got a lot of stuff on my border and he's got a lot of allies around me. So that city-state is going to declare war on me. So's that one. The one I'm trying to curry favour with, actually, so I need to redirect that archaeologist. That one. They now need to come somewhere where there's not going to be a war imminently. That'll do. And instead of building archaeologists, we've got all the military training buildings, haven't we? Yes. He's got a bomber, I know, I've seen it. So I'm going to buy myself a fighter. Mechanized infantry. Paratrooper. Ooh, I can get XCOM squads. Let's move that bazooka out of that city so that we can buy ourselves an XCOM squad and also put a couple in the list. Archaeologist one turn, I'll leave it there. Promote a unit. Interception. Interception. Thank you very much. XCOM squad. What terrain are we going to be fighting in? Mostly open. So we're going to go down the open terrain route. We want to go medic. Yeah. I want three artists to pop, don't I? Fortify everybody. The AI is very bad at war. As soon as I declare war, they're going to come at me. And those rocket artilleries can make absolute mincemeat of him. We have no barracks or anything here, so I'm gonna just 21 turns. But I'm gonna have to build another couple of other units as well, so that's fine. And now I'm basically just trying to deny these ruins to other civs. Oh, it's the fighter. Right, let's rebase over here. And the archaeologist can come over here. And I'll just do a cultural dig there. And to deny that last spot to any other civ, I'm just going to plop a bazooka on top of it. So they can't put an archaeologist down on it. I could do the same there and there, but I want my... Let's bring this machine gun to the front as well to give some protection to my rocket artillery. Right, XCOM. I can move units to cities with an airport. Does this itself have an airport? It does. So buying an airport there or building one might help my war effort. I'm just going to pop in the order. But what these can do, which is brilliant, is they can para-drop. And it shows you the range that they can go to. I think it's this blue line shows the range into which I can para-drop. It has to be on a square which is visible either to a city or a unit, but I can just para-drop it in there. Lovely jubbly. Now, I absolutely don't want anyone ruining my uranium, but I'd rather have them land on that tile and pillage it and lose the 25 health and get slaughtered by these. Alright, fortify that. Fortify that. Choose archaeology. Okay, how many slots are we missing? 3. So choose archaeology. We only get Korean. Do we have any other Korean artifacts? No. So we would depend on getting... Oh, there's 4 slots to fill. We would depend on getting another Korean artifact. But, okay. I'll take that risk. That's not a great look. Just move and hope.
Ungavuma ukudayisa
19 turns until the next world leader proposal. I have to start this war. And I have to wipe him out because his influence with the city-states will decrease gradually. That's annoying. Let's just move it as far away as we can. Okay. You go on intercept duty. You war. And because I declared war on him, I get first dibs with fighting. How powerful is a bazooka? Ooh, quite powerful. And the XCOM should finish that off. He's got 5 aircraft. At least 1 or 2 bombers, I bet. Should all be in range of my fighters. That's already on its way to the front, isn't it? That I'm going to bring up because I need this war over fast. I'm going to move that out of harm's way because it might get taken by that city-state. Likewise that. There go my fighters to intercept the bomb, and they've taken it straight down. Lovely. He's going to bomb me every turn, but 2 more turns and all his bombers will be gone. Damage 28 to that. It's not nice. And the rest are fighters. Okay. Cavalry against XCOM is never going to end well for the cavalry. But they are wearing it down. Quite a lot. Oh, I'm at war with Byblos, am I? Okay. Well, fine, I'll just fortify that and get the XP. Good, they've diverted some of their troops to a city-state I'm allied with, which means I'm not facing their full capacity. I'd better move that Gatling gun out of harm's way. Cape Town are going to give them some problems in their northeastern front. Okay. Let's get that unit moved away from danger. That needs to go into the city where it's protected. Give it a promotion. H for fortify until heal. That can come down there and have a go at that. I think he's taken one of my workers. It's not the end of the world. Right. I want to rescue this XCOM unit, which means I need to create a path back into my territory. Which doesn't go adjacent to that. So I am going to promote him to better defense and hope that that lets him survive, combined with the extra fortification. Infantry against rocket artillery is quite good. So I'm going to put the rocket artillery there to be out of the way of that. Can I? Yes, I can. I can still also hit it. And I'm hoping he'll be stupid enough to come within range of my fort and therefore die. Archaeologist. No, just come into my territory. Stop messing about. Let's do a dig. And you can come up and do a dig there. I might lose this rocket artillery against the cavalry. But his air force, having learnt nothing, have now been wiped out by my fighters. He's got a couple of fighters left. They will be dealt with. We might have damaged that artillery quite badly. Okay, it's not too bad, it survived. He's trundled a plague route. Good, he's still throwing units away. As with any actual war, you really ought to concentrate and focus your forces at one point on the front. And he's split his forces. He's got one unit up here, which is a suicide mission. He's got 3 units down here, even though Manila can hit him with artillery and city bombardment every turn. So Manila's got a fairly good chance of holding out. And then it's just a waste of those 3 units, which would be much better off, much better placed here, at this front. Move that back into safety, tell it to heal. And I'm going to move that next to it, because that's got the healing promotion, and I'm also going to tell it to heal. Get that out of harm's way. Now let's wipe out that Great War infantry. I think bazooka's only got a range of 1. Yes, it does. So I'm going to leave those there. I'm going to pull one back into here to try and tempt him into arriving next to the fort. That's got a promotion, and for ranged units, always the 3rd one, because the next one is you get 2 shots in a turn. And that's when you start earning double the XP. Right, you can just fortify there. Now I can turn... I just saw it. Where is it? There's some more ruins. There, I can turn those ruins into an antiquity site. Let's do that. Hey! Ancient Korean artifact. Hey, the gods are with me. Korea ancient, Korea ancient. Why have I only got a +1? Oh, beads Byzantium ancient. So where's the other artifact? There it is. I want art in there. That's ancient era, that's ancient era, so putting that in there will give me another +2. So nice little set of bonuses there. We are now influential over the Zulus. Doesn't really matter. There go the fighters. He's expending more resources up here towards Cape Town and losing heavily. Oh. Privateers. Oh, luckily I can one-shot them. How close are we to a new great artist? 39 turns. What a pain. Choose production. I think it's got to be military at this moment in time. Okay, so my happiness is okay at 18. That's going to drop like a stone when I start taking those cities. But only temporarily. I've got 3 to go before I get the 50% experience points. There's nothing I can do there which reduces Songhai's influence. I just have to kill him. She's not going to go down that tree. Maybe I'll get to the XP before the end of the war, who knows. Medic promotion, and let's get them out towards the front lines. Best to take down the capital first, because that'll be where a lot of the production is happening. The problem is every time you take a capital, it's a bigger warmonger penalty, but with my army this strong, that doesn't really matter. Oops, I'm just going to turn off WhatsApp. So it's better to take the other cities first and then the capital. But that's if you're not fighting against the clock like we are here with his city-state allies. And he can churn weapons out here quite fast, so I don't want to do that. I want to take his capital first. Oh, I can just move that one up and do it. Where is the antiquity site? It's somewhere around here. I saw it. Well, there's one. There's the other one. Right, okay. So the other archaeologists can do that one. Unless we still need relics. We still need 2 relics. They can be paintings, though. Right, you go and do that, Pally boy. The problem is I don't think I'll be lucky enough to get, like, 2 of the same era again. Right. How many XP? He's got a little XP to go before he's strong enough to get a promotion. I'm just gonna focus on that great general. I can't hit Gao with my artillery yet. Oops. Oh well, at least it can't catch me. I hope. You'd have to cross the river or go through the woods. Right, Scipio Africanus, one of my favourite real-world generals. Let's bring him down for the bonus, and we'll just pop that. Right, paradrop. Can we paradrop to within sight of Gao? We can. Best defensive tile. There, the woods provide extra defense. We ought to be able to see the city. We can. So we're going to drop in, and can we fortify? We can on the same turn. Good. I'm just going to get some XP for that. And that can now hit the city. But it's out of range of the city firing back unless there's artillery stationed there. I'd like to get some bombers up now as well. Take out his great engineer, why not? Bombers would be a welcome addition. Who's building what where? We're still building XCOM squads, which might do the job on their own. Okay. Ancient era, let's go for Lhasa. And you do a dig there, please. Ooh, it's come alive because it's under threat. There's an enemy military unit nearby. So I'm going to move it back to safety. Can I buy any military units? I can't. So it'll have to wait. Ooh, he built a new bomber. Okay, looking good. Oof, he's got battleships. They could be tricky if he unleashes them against my coastal cities. But instead, he's unleashed them against Cape Town. Okay, you can go up there and do that. You get the triple promotion. Let's move that to one side, that into there. That can bombard. I'm going to move it one across and bombard. so that... Oh, it's not fully healed. I was going to say so I can bring that one down, but I can bring this one down. And bombard from there. Okay, good. Get a couple more rocket artillery up. And we'll be good to go. It's saying I can bombard. I can. It's that. Is it dead? It isn't. Right, so I'm going to stop healing and just bombard. But that should give it 5 HP anyway. From its medic promotion. Space for that as we decide what to do. Oh, that can come down and guard it. Fine. Is there any value in creating a fort? Not here. Not around Timbuktu either, probably, and not up there. So we'll keep the general around just to improve the performance of our troops. It gives a great general gives a boost within 2 tiles. If there's an injured unit, the AI will tend to focus on it, which is a sensible strategy. Now I have to get rid of these reinforcements coming up. Might be worth building some naval defences. Rocket artillery. I'm going to bring it down because I do need the extra firepower right now to deal with that. Deflecting away from the city temporarily. That one... No, I didn't want to talk to you. I wanted to slaughter you. Keep knocking it down. Now, is it better to fortify that? Oh, look, I can pillage to recover some health. Is it better to hit that? Or that? I think that. It does a lot more damage to the infantry. Press B and then do it. It's likely this unit will die next turn, but that's fine. This unit might have a promotion, might heal, and could then be a threat to my rocket artillery, so I'm going to just take it out. And that puts my zone of control round here, so this cavalry would have to go round me to get to that, which is protected in the fort. I want that to continue healing. I should have moved the general in before executing all those orders. Right, you build a thingy. "13 turns until world leader." Once we've got rid of their army, it'll be fairly straightforward. It's not even denting Cape Town. XCOM squad, open terrain, medic unit ×2. And let's parachute them in. To where? That unit can't reach that city this turn. So I'm going to parachute that into there and fortify it. It can't attack on the same turn. Let's get rid of that cavalry. This bazooka is definitely dead the next turn. I can't move it out of range. So we may as well take the infantry with us. Everybody else, slamming Gao, please. I can hit it with that one as well. If I move that one into there, but that puts it in range of the city. Let's see how much damage we're doing. Right, no, I think I prefer to heal that one, get it back up to full strength. I could go and have a go at that artillery with this XCOM. Sounds like a very good idea. See if I can get it. Because otherwise it's going to do me significant damage. No, not even for the city. Well, it's retreated, which is good enough. But now I'm sandwiched, which is bad. Hopefully this time I can take Gao. Cape Town sank their battleship. Giant death robot now available. Right, before I move my land units, let's get this barrage happening. That's great, I can take Gao. You can't raise a former capital, so I'll create a puppet. Looks like it's got some wonders because my happiness actually went up. Now what normally happens is they start pulling back. My next choice is what to take next, Jenne or Timbuktu. Or I can split my forces and try to take both. I've got 11 turns to take both. Jenne has defences of 73. Timbuktu 65. Might be worth buying some units. Let's get that rocket artillery down to the front. I don't know why I haven't done that before. I think buying a bomber might be a good idea. And it might be worth using the nuke. Let's get that bomber bought and brought down. And let's relocate our nuke. Alt R to rebase. Down to there. And if I just nuke Jenne, I can probably nuke it and I can use one rocket artillery to bring it back down, bring it to 0, and then the XCOM squad can take it. Let's just fortify that. It can still get hit by those two, but if he leaves his artillery there, he'll probably move his cavalry. If he leaves his artillery there, I'll just bring my XCOM out to take it. Right, everybody else getting into position. You ready to take on that cavalry. You. Actually, let's drop you down to prevent that artillery from retreating. And giant death robot. Combat 150. Atomic bomb 6 turns. Right, against cities. Unless you're really struggling, I always go against cities. You can use it against land units as well, but honestly, against cities, if your opponents do not have an air force, is really, really optimal. Why won't it let me rebase it anywhere? Possibly because it's out of moves this turn. Shouldn't be. Right. Boom. Medic. And paradrop, please. To interfere with that artillery next turn. You can, no, not fortify. You can go there, so can you. How are we doing with the old Great Works? Right, so we don't need any more artifacts. Oh dear, in fact I've got too many. Okay. Different eras and different civilizations. So that's Songhai medieval, that's Songhai medieval. Let's swap those. Put that in there, that's Songhai medieval, Songhai medieval. And let's see if anyone's got, okay, industrial and modern. Okay, so I'll take that over one of the Songhai medieval. Oh, it's art. Nobody's got any art, which, oh, they've got modern art there. Okay, so that's Songhai medieval. Let's go for some modern, please. And then I can actually pop my artist to fill that final slot. I've got an artist up here. I've got two artists up there. Still, I'm going to need to pop one. And that's given me the +3 bonus. Good, good. Then I want one relic there from the ancient era. And we're good. Ancient era. Oh, but it's Korean. They either have to be both from the same civ or from your civ. Well, it'll give me the points, but I've got another dig coming here, so I'll just waste that one. Oh, I'm going to turn that into a culture spot. Where I was. I've got another dig there that I can do. That needs to die. He might be able to take Gao back. He hasn't. I thought they went back up to half strength as soon as you captured them. It didn't. That's why I was so confident in it being secure. XCOM should be able to take that out with a one-shot. But then it might get caught in the fallout of the nuke. Unless I nuke Timbuktu instead. Let's get rid of them. Okay. That XCOM unit can completely take out that artillery. And then I think it's easier for my other artillery to go up and take out Jenny. That can take out that. Yeah. And then next turn it can totally take out that city. I'm going to move that unit back out of range of a nuclear blast. I'm going to rebase my nuke in Gao. And also my fighters, because that's where he was attacking. Oh, let's just get a bit of XP. Okay, we've got enough weapons now to win the war. So I'm in no way worried about not winning the war. Why can't I build spaceship parts? I need aluminium. Bugger. Okay, in that case I'll build a nuclear submarine, which never hurts. Oh, that's using up the aluminium, so when I pop that, I'll be able to use it again. So I can now go SS booster there. That's a good one to have. Because it means nobody else is going to be able to nuke me. Which they already do at this level. He still doesn't have quite enough delegates to get world leader, I think. But yeah. I'm only going to use the one nuke. Why not? I don't care about other people's sciences, I'm so far ahead. I'll bring that rocket artillery up to there for next turn. And rebase that bomber. Can't reach Gao. Daegu can maybe bomb Jenny next turn. If not, it can take care of that infantry. If he tries to get that, I'm going to have him. He's already doing that. A new great general. Bring him down to the front. Why not? And this great general can potter along here. An archaeologist. I must have captured one. Okay, well, head off to there to dig that after the war's over. Which it will be in a couple of turns. It's just... Choose archaeology. Ancient era, Incan or barbarian, doesn't matter which. Because we've got our theming bonus. Everywhere now we've got a theming bonus. We don't need any more artifacts. It's just a matter of preventing other people from getting them unless Cusco builds a museum, which I can't control. Been plundering my trade routes. Okay. So whatever was building that atomic bomb will now give up. Right. And just because you never know, I'm going to bring this XCOM unit down. They've got such a great range. I'm just going to put him down there. Fortify him. You have to have visibility of the square that you drop in, so you can put a spy in there. And then just drop right in, surround the city with XCOM units, and just take it from the other side of the world. Happiness 30. Do we raise it or create a puppet? Let's create a puppet for now. We can always raise it later. Let's knock our happiness down to 20. That'll go up again by 9. And it'll give us a nice little bit of cash. Okay, we can't construct the nuke. So let's get the nuclear submarine then. We need more aluminium, so I'll build a recycling centre there, which gives us more aluminium. Okay, fighter, you are going to go on an air sweep. Over to, no, I'm going to have to rebase you to Gao. You are going to go, no, on an air sweep, just make sure there's nothing there. No resistance. Sorry everyone. Fighters can't actually take out a nuclear bomber. I don't think. And we've got 10 turns until the world leader proposal. So we need to start getting our artillery down here ASAP. Let's block the route of that so it can't get back there to defend. Bring our great general down into support. Do a bit of damage. Bring everything down now. There's no harm whatsoever in bringing everything towards this front. Because this war is going to end in a couple of turns. Rebase that as well. So we can hit... we can hit that final city with everything we've got. And hopefully that ought to be able to take it next turn. Oh no, we're not going to have enough rocket artillery up. Choose archaeology. We can only do a landmark improvement. That's okay. Prevents somebody else from getting an artifact. That's just chit-chat. Doesn't mean anything, doesn't do anything. Hello! Aztec. The Aztecs declared war on me. Oh no, they're going after that rebel. I've just committed genocide, mate. Come on. Right. Medic or shielding? Medic. Get a few medical units standing next to each other and it can be really rather glorious. I'm going to drop you in. Bring you close enough to fire next time. You're going to fire this time. Oh, we're going to do it. The bomber strikes at the city. With those 3 city promotions, reduces it to 0. And the XCOM takes. Goodbye. Create a puppet again. Takes around 17 happiness, but that's completely survivable. And I'm just going to set my workers to automate now, so they just go around scrubbing that pollution. I can't be bothered to micromanage it. But one thing you do have to worry about is that when you have completely wiped out an enemy, the AI does not automatically create peace with all the city-states. So you have to go through one by one making peace. Otherwise, they just stay at war with you. But the good news is, find Buenos Aires on the map, it's at maximum anger, and now we're almost allies! Yay! We go back, I think, to our previous standing, essentially. Which means that I can now probably get more votes in the World Congress than anybody else. Just by having wiped out Songhai and grabbed all his city-states. Right, so protection against unwarranted aggression. I'm going to park a few of these units. I guess the biggest danger is now from Denmark, who might come and invade. So I'll station that around Jenne. I'll rebase that up there and put it on interception in case he does do a sneak attack. And I'll put another one up there as well, why not? Again, rebase to intercept. Let's bring you back to a city that doesn't have anything. On this side of the map. Oh, I was going to put rocket artillery in there, wasn't I? You can just go and be like support. Great General can go up here. Again, in case of sneak attack. You can not rebase this turn. You can rebase next turn. Great General, let's get you up into the capital. Just in case of naval attacks by anybody. And now we don't have to worry about the diplomatic victory. We know culture is not a problem. Who are you? Culture, victory and reach. Well, that would be accidental. Popular, familiar. Oh, it'll be a while before we get there. We have to have more tourism than they've got culture. Denmark we will get to probably. Our tourism output is 228. So we'd have to catch up with like 10,000. It's quite a way away. Fortify there. Opera House, why not? Great work of art. You can go on interception. Fortify. War is over. You can pop back there. Just fortify. Just fortify. I'll bring you back to up here for tactical support on my northern border and fortify you. You can stay there, I don't care. You can do the dig. You can just sit on that so nobody else can take it. Automate, please. Are they scrubbing this? What? No, they're just busy building like trading posts and stuff, the idiots. Well, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Oh, I've got more aluminium. Good, so I can focus once more on spacecraft parts. Ooh, Ragusa seeks a great profit. Well, that's easy enough. We'll just buy one with our faith. Don't even have to use it for anything. It'll just get us some brownie points. Rocket artillery fortify there. I think I've already got a pagoda there. I think I used a great profit on that. So there's a lot of city-states now without an alliance. Unit promotion. 15% against naval units or 25% when attacking. So just station it there. Let's get our cockpit. Booster, doesn't matter. Busan can do the cockpit. And then that'll be us complete. I'll keep Great Prophet around. Never know. Now, can I rush spacecraft parts with... I can. Can I buy great engineers with faith? Yes. Should have avoided that profit, because it looks like I'm going to win. Well, I'm going to win in 9 turns, but if I could have bought 2 great engineers instead of just 1, it would have been 1 turn. Or fewer turns, anyway. Do I have any more great engineers lying around? No.
The night it
Oh, I need 394 more. I always misread that, as that's the total that you need. Right, well... There's nothing really I need to build here. So I'll just build a stadium, get some happiness in. Move that up to the capital and pop it. And now it's just a matter of counting down. The victory is inevitable. You know what, I'll take it, why not? The victory is now inevitable. Nobody can beat me. Oh, I missed a site. Would have been useful to have that as a culture site, actually. In fact, I could probably, if I put enough cargo boats together, there's a chance that I could actually get a diplomatic victory, but I'm only a few turns away from science, so why not? I'm just accepting everything now. I want everyone to be friendly. I want there to be no more wars. And this is one of the criticisms of Civ 5. It's a fantastic game, but in the end turns, it really is just literally click, 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 next turn, next turn, next turn. And there's a long wait between clicks because the AI now has a lot of decisions to make itself, and so it takes longer for its turns. I've got a fairly modern PC on an old PC. It's going to really drag. I don't want to have to keep choosing production, so let's choose something that's going to take longer. I could also just put it onto research or wealth. Yeah, let's do wealth. Cargo ships. I wish you could tell a cargo ship, do this until I tell you otherwise. Assign delegates. World leader. Do you know what? I'm going to save this game. And I'm going to see if I can get world leader by accident. I don't think I've got quite enough votes. No, I'd need 38. So I would need another 9 delegates. So I will fail. I mean, I'd need another 9 city-state allies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there are only 6. Although that would take one away, which would mean I'd only need 7. Still, it'd be just out of reach. I don't care. Total waste. I don't care. No, I don't want to repeal that. World ideology order. Start a golden age, why not? Who's this fighting now? Is it the Zulus against the Aztecs, or are they fighting Ragusa? They're fighting Ragusa. I'm going to improve that. Maybe I'll get them back as an ally. And get me some uranium. No? Need another 1. Meh. Money is nothing. And now I do have the extra uranium, which I could use to build nuclear power plants and stuff like that, even though we're not allowed to use nukes now. Or build them. Hey, look, at some point Daegu joined up with the rest of my civ. The rest of my territory. Guys, we've got this nuclear fallout. Right. Wealth, so I don't have to select anything again. And bringing this up here should be the final piece. So this should give me the victory. No? What am I missing? I've got everything that I need. I've got plenty of aluminium. And there's nothing left to build. What am I missing? What am I missing? The only thing I can think of is that the latest version of this EUI mod has changed the game's behaviour, so you only get the win at the end of the turn instead of as soon as you complete. Which would be, I mean, it would be a change I approve of, but this mod has never changed the game's behaviour before, the default behaviour. Barbarians. Why don't I have a science victory now? There is nothing more to build. It's done. How do I check my progress? Science. I am missing a part. Why am I missing a part? I can't build the part. Why am I missing a part? Have I done something stupid like fortify it somewhere? Bazooka, bazooka. Oh, that's the what we're building list. Cargo ship fighter. It's a gun of some sort. That's a great artist. It's a general, great prophet. That's infantry, that's musketmen. Nuclear sub, we've got rocket artilleries, workers, XCOM squads. Ah, because it's still being built. Haha! I can't build it elsewhere because it's still being built. Do you know what? I'm going to take the mick. Because this might take 2 or 3 turns to get to my capital. It'll only take 2. Okay. Choose production. Wealth, please. Wealth continues until you turn it off. As does science and whatever the other one was, international games or something, wasn't it? I was going to snaffle that oil and that wine with the great general by putting in a citadel there. Nothing really worth stealing from the Danes. Cape Town was my ally, I don't want to annoy them. Next turn, please. There goes the thing, and pop it. And there we go. There's the science victory. Okay, I quite like looking at the info, the demographics. Where's the graph? Demographics. Map. And I love the replay. Number of cities really doesn't look great as a graph. Science per turn, you can see that from about 1400, I was just so massively ahead in terms of science. Where's the number of techs? Number of known techs, oh, it's right above it. But even though I had massively more science, I was only just ahead in the number of techs. The AI gets bonuses. Oh, that's a horribly jumbled thing. Unit maintenance. Interesting. Number of policies. Is there anything that tells me the number of city-state allies, so I can see what Songhai was doing? Or the number of votes? No, there isn't. But I always love to sit back and watch the map. First of all, founded Seoul. And seeing what happened on the other continent is also interesting. Did Carthage found a city? Was it razed? Aztecs getting out early, so the Zulus. Who's that? I think the Zulus must have murdered them. Yeah, Carthage did found other cities. There went my second city. And my third. At which point I was going to be content with turtling. Carthage got wiped out. Those two cities that tried to refound them again. And that city was all the way out there. Not even connected. And then one in the middle to join them. This green civilization just got exterminated. And that's when I decided that these guys had got too powerful and took them out, razed that city, took the capital. And I didn't take the capital, did I? I said I wasn't going for domination. They just got a bit too powerful for me, for my liking. And the next big thing was this conquest of these two, to raise them so I could get that oil. So that's quite late game. I raised it, I founded a new one, bought some territory. It's interesting, it hasn't shown the tiles around that as belonging to me, but they did. And then I realised that Songhai was getting a bit too big for his boots. With the city-states, and he had to die. So that's the final map. So who... Oh, I was going to find out who that other Civ was, but I don't care that much. So, Civ 5. I hope you enjoyed.